Dating should be natural. Why should I put myself online? That was my thought process.
Yeah, but that's what we are
I didn't
exposed
know.
to. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of One Word Podcast. I'm your host, Caroline Goku. Thank you so much for your support till now. We really appreciate you. One Word Podcast is whereby we have amazing conversations that intend to entertain you, to inform you, to challenge you, to make you cry, to make you laugh, everything. It gives you all the emotions all in one. We are so happy for the love we've received from the previous conversation, and we are so excited about the more videos we have for you for season 2. And you guys, today I have an amazing guest with me, and I'm so excited for us to have a conversation with her because I know it's gonna be a good one. It is a good one. So just a quick background, I met Essie in church, I think in 2021. And as I always say, Berlin is, you never meet somebody, but also she's my neighbor, just as the other guest was my neighbor, and we had not seen each other for so long. But without me saying a lot, allow me to let her introduce herself. Karibu sana, Essie.
Asante.
Yeah. Welcome.
That was a nice introduction.
Yeah?
Yeah, asante sana.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel at home already.
Oh, what? God. Thank you so much. I'm happy to give you that feeling.
Thank you.
Yeah, so introduce yourself to my people.
My name is Esther, but I go by Essie. A lot of people call me Essie. I'm Kenyan, but I'm based here in Berlin, Germany. And what else?
Now that's enough. That's enough to begin with, because the questions are coming.
Okay.
And they're gonna be hot.
Yeah, okay.
We leave no breadcrumbs in this podcast. We go in.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, okay, nice. Awesome. I'm so excited. I'm always excited to host Kenyans living here, because I know the story is just gonna be an experience for me, for my audience. And just quick one to take you back to memory lane. See, when did you come to Germany, and how was it that you are in Germany?
I came to Germany in, I think, end of 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, yeah, it will be almost 7 years soon.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it, but time has really gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I came, I didn't come as a student, but I came as an employee.
Already?
Yes. I found a job that was willing to sponsor me, and it was a job within IT.
Yeah.
And the way I got, like, how everything played out was just totally miraculous, because I had graduated, but not too long, and I had been doing like a bunch of internships. I was coming from India, so when I applied, I thought that maybe I'm going to come to Germany and find an internship so that I can break into the job market.
Okay. Quick question before, because I had something interesting. I was like, I have to ask that.
Yeah.
So you did IT in Kenya. You studied in Kenya.
Yes, I did IT.
And then you went to India, because I've had India.
Yeah, so I worked in Kenya a little bit. Yeah. And then that's when I went to India, like, to do an internship.
And let me ask you, so was it like a thing in you that you always wanted to go out?
Yeah, like a part of me knew that I wanted to travel, and go abroad and just explore. Yeah. Yeah, like living in Europe has always been a dream.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. It's always good to see, my guests saying that they always wanted to do it. It makes me feel like if you really want something, you can actually get it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I applied to I was actually applying to only internships. Yeah. But I also applied to a few entry-level jobs. Yeah. And for some reason, I just sailed through the interviews, and I ended up getting the role. I got my contract, signed it, they sponsored my work visa, and that's how I ended up in Germany, Berlin.
Wow. You directly came to Berlin?
Yes. Yeah, I haven't lived anywhere else.
I can imagine how life was in Berlin 7 years ago. Like,
I know.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. wow, this is like the first time we are hearing, or I'm also hearing somebody came with a work visa that, that it worked for them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I think it's more popular within IT.
Yeah.
Especially for the software, like engineers, developers. Yeah. But there are companies these days that sponsor, and some Kenyans have been coming even.
Awesome. Is it?
Yeah.
Those small girls you see on the street, they are masters in tech world, I tell you. Nangalia Devi on the streets, you're like, what does she do then? I'm a tech girl. You're like, okay.
I know.
Yeah. Awesome. And then you're in Berlin. How was it? What was your expectation? Now, everybody has expectations when they're planning to go to Europe. And then what were your expectations? And how were they fulfilled? Were you disappointed? I went back home after 4 days of coming. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this is not what the telenovela showed me.
Really?
Yeah, there was no money on the trees.
So what was the thought process like of going?
Me, I didn't have a thought process. I had movies in my head. And then I came during winter. Oh. And my first stop was Dusseldorf.
Okay.
And then the family was living in I came as an au pair, was living like a home alone, a very huge mansion. I don't know, something just didn't sit well with me and them and the environment. And the way when you're somewhere, there's some comfort. I felt like you're going to the storage area. You're going to be a sex slave in this home. And that's what I felt.
So your instincts just told you run.
Yeah. And 4 days later, I was like, you know what? I can't. But they were very gracious. They paid my flight back. Okay. And they asked me so many times, is it ours? Can you make something better? And also I didn't have the right clothes for winter. So I was waking up and I'm like, what am I going to wear now? They tried to buy me, but I was like...
it was just like a lot going on.
And for me, really, I really had movies in my head. Like I knew it's winter. It's going to be snowy everywhere.
I'm going to see Elsa and,
do you want to build a snowman? Then I was like, no, hell no. I went back home. So what was your experience, you coming? And
so for me, I came during when it was going towards winter. Yeah. But it was somewhere in between, like fall and winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first thing I think I detected was I could get by with English in Berlin. So I think I was very happy about that.
Yeah.
And then I think I started noticing that people are not very warm, because I've traveled in other places and lived in other places. Yeah, people are not very welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that one began to become apparent.
Yeah.
And then just the bureaucracies started.
Yeah.
Like they say that German excellence. Yeah. That's what they call it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but from registering, finding a place to live, like I felt like the bureaucracy didn't make me feel welcomed.
Yeah, it takes so much time.
And then getting appointments, and then one thing is connected to another. You need to be registered to get a tax ID, and then to even get paid and to get a bank account. Yeah, so that point was a little stressful, and that December I didn't go home because I had just literally just come. So I was very homesick, but one thing that struck me is that this is a lonely place.
It is. You need to love your own company. If you don't, you'll go cuckoo.
You're doomed.
Yeah. Let me ask you now. Now you're coming around, because I also came around the same time of Christmas, like November. How was it your first Christmas now? It's your first time. And for you, for me, I had a host family. So at least I wasn't alone. But you came for a job. So it means it's you and your job and your colleagues maybe.
Yeah.
How was your first experience of Christmas?
So the first Christmas that I had joined the church. Yeah. And so they used to have like house sales. So I think my first Christmas was spent like with this I think family that opened their house.
Yeah.
However, that Christmas was just different.
Yeah.
Very.
I know.
Yeah, like I think I was so homesick because the concept of Christmas is not ours.
No.
And okay, I know they were kind and they opened their house, but even, people here are not very warm. Yeah. So it was just a strange, weird Christmas.
Yeah, I know. And also
I felt disconnected from the people. Yeah, I felt very, like, I was really missing home, really missing my family.
Yeah, I know. And their Christmas is on the 24th. So for me, you have to celebrate on the 24th. Then you also have to celebrate with your family, even if it's from a long distance, on the 25th.
Yeah.
So I feel like, that was also one of the things that took me aback when I was here. I was like, and then there was no chicken, a lot of chicken. There was not a lot of nyama choma. There was no chapati. There was
and the banter with family, and it was just a very weird Christmas. And I noticed that was the last Christmas, actually. I've been in Germany. All the rest of the 5 Christmases, I always go back to Kenya. I feel like somehow
you're so lucky. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I need a good job. Oh, tech companies, are you hiring? Oh, wow. But that's nice.
Yeah.
Because it's traumatizing. Every time you have to relive that.
Yeah.
Because I've had to do it for a long time.
Yeah. Like, it's not usually a very pleasant experience.
No, and you don't get used to it. That's the sad part too.
You don't. Yeah.
Okay, now so you're here. Things are going on well. So let me ask, direction. Had you tried to date in Kenya such that you left your boyfriend, or you were single when you were coming? And then, so my conversation now is going direction. You're here, you're alone. Are you trying to find Mr. Left and pull him to right?
I know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Kenya,
let
me just say that dating is not even something I thought about.
Really?
Yeah. And actually, I think the part that I left out is that part of my degree, I did it actually in the US. And then I went back to Kenya.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I was in US and Kenya, dating is not even something I used to think about.
Really?
Because it used to be so natural. Like I felt like I had prospects like lined up. Yeah, but I wasn't like in a stable relationship.
Okay.
Like to say that this is my boyfriend or not live in Kenya. But I can say that I was just prospects, people I was in the process of knowing.
Yeah.
But I think my dream to come abroad sort of like just kills those conversations, because some of those people, they were like really serious about taking things to the next level.
Yeah.
But me, I'm here. I'm like, hey, I need to go to Europe. Live the dream. Work, travel.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I came here, and also I can say that the first year of settling in Berlin, dating is not something that came to my mind, actually.
Really?
Yeah, even when my colleagues and some people that I know, friends, acquaintances, like they're talking about joining dating apps. Me, I was like, how? Dating should be natural. Why should I put myself online? That was my thought process.
Yeah, but that's what we are exposed to.
Yeah, I didn't know that things are so different here. Yeah, but I think just the bureaucracies, getting a job, starting work, getting accommodation. I feel like all those things weighed me down, and I was just like on survival mode. Yeah, and then that company that I came with, actually after like 7 or 8 months, there was a restructuring, and then I think they let go of a huge number, and I was part of that cut. Yeah, so I had to find like a job ASAP. At some point I thought I'm actually literally going to Kenya.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a good thought or was it a desperate thought?
It was a desperate thought. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, this company has let us go.
Yeah.
We barely have time to look for another job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if God wants you somewhere, he'll make a way. Miraculously, like another job just opened, and again that was able to sponsor my visa.
Awesome.
So so that I think the first year with all those transitions, dating was not in my mind.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like you don't want to think about it because you have so much on your plate.
Yeah. So and then I think, and then I started meeting people.
Yeah.
Here and there. Some of those prospects, you're just like, hey, me, I can never be with. you know, people you meet in church, some people on the street. That's but I don't feel like I was still at a place of intentional dating even after like that 1 year. Yeah, and then the pandemic, I think, happened. Nime fast forward sana. But yeah, the pandemic happened. And then I think that loneliness just hit me. Where everything was shut. Like restaurants, movie theaters, we were not going to work. Yeah. And then it hit me like I'm alone, like at least if I had a partner
would be here.
Yeah, like talking to the walls. I think that's now where singlehood, like they call it like the thorn of singlehood. That's when I started feeling it. 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, also 2020, if you didn't get married, if you didn't have just married because of loneliness, you're so lucky, because I feel like 2020 really brought the demons within us, because we were confined in our own homes. No matter how big that home is, it felt like it's just four walls around you that are looking at you, that they want to devour. And the thoughts that were running through my mind also. And I was dating at that time, actually, and I was living with my boyfriend in the same house. But still, there was some sense of loneliness. Because I'm a very vibrant person. I was used to outside. And then before COVID and the lockdown started, I was in Kenya. So I'm coming from all this energy.
Wow.
To be locked down with my boyfriend, who's also low energy.
Yeah, like an introvert. Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't remind me those days.
Actually, yeah, because actually they were saying that during the pandemic, it actually made or broke like relationships.
Yeah.
There are a lot of couples that actually, because like life can keep you busy.
Yeah, exactly.
School, where you don't get time to actually like just see things as they are.
Exactly.
So when you sit like the two of you and then realize like, do we really like each other?
Like every day I have to look at your face, see you when you wake up, when you sleep, the whole I also think that's where my relationship started going downhill. Because also it was very young. We just started dating in 2019 October, and then I moved to his place end of March 2020. And these 6 months we lived together. But we survived. Honey, where are you? We survived that. How dare we break up because of other things? We should have broken up that time. It was also very, very, very difficult. I also don't think it's because of you don't love the person, but you've not been exposed in a situation, because I feel like the pandemic was sitting on you as a person also. It forced you to look at those parts of your life that you ignore every day. And now you're seated with them, you're like, this is not me. So you're battling your own demons, and then there's a person right next to you. They're battling their demons, and now everybody's trying to give each other their demons, and it's like a whole devil just I feel like it. But now, how did you survive the whole, or what did you do? Did you fix the singlehood? Did you remove the thorn of the singlehood?
Yeah, I think it was lonely. I think just some depression. But I managed to just maybe do things I love. And you couldn't travel at that time and everything. So I started missing the times I used to travel, and everything. But I think it's now pushed me to be more intentional about like dating. I think it's like a light bulb went on because earlier on it was education. It was just school and work, because in the process after I started working, I also enrolled for a master's.
Awesome.
So I think that one together with being a full-time student, I was a full-time student and a full-time employee. I was juggling both.
That's
so
not
I do
easy.
9 to 5 and then 5 to 9 schoolwork.
Oh, wow. I mean,
so I think
for
that one sort of like kept me busy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in 2020 I graduated, and then when stuff was off of my plate, that's where I was like, I'm single. So I think 2021, when things started opening up, is when I now went back into the dating space. And this time I went to online. I opened the dating apps. I think the first one was a Bumble. Because I read through and I was like, wow, so there's this app that you can actually go and the woman has the power to select. I thought like, wow, that's
Sounds
very
good.
smart and intelligent.
Yeah.
So I signed up.
Yeah.
And my dating journey began from there.
Oh, wow. I'm so curious. Yeah, because you said it's a journey.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel like when you're here to really meet a person face to face, it would either happen in a club or in church or in school. Like those are the most places that you can meet a person face to face if you've not grown here, because we have not. And I feel like also they use a lot of online dating, because I also met my boyfriend from Tinder.
Okay.
So, and I was also the girl who was like, me, Tinder? I'm not a hooker.
I know, right?
And then I came here, I was like, how do you enroll into Tinder?
You will be humbled.
Yeah, I know. Because we are used to that culture of wherever you go, everybody's like, hey, sexy.
I know, right? Like, but so natural. Like at work, I used to have prospects at church,
in your village, your neighbor is actually wants to date. Like,
I know.
Men are actively, I feel like Kenyan men, because this is my experience, are actively there's also that pursuing still going on in our culture. They don't pursue, they pursue you online. Then we try and error, we see if we match, and then now he will start pursuing you.
Actually, that's my problem. Like, I feel like here the men are too passive. Like dating, I think they sort of like just there's a way, like, I think it's in our psychology, like the way we are chased.
Like I know what you mean. And so now, if you don't mind, do you want to take us through your dating journey? It feels like it's so interesting. You can tell us.
Mind. I don't mind. So I signed up. I think I started talking to, and let me just maybe make this clear. Dating in Berlin is known as a city where it's not very easy to date, and it's not easy to date if you date Black, if you prefer to date Black, because I feel like the percentage of like Black men, decent Black, like professional, educated men, again, is a little smaller.
In Berlin, I would say yes, I would agree.
In Berlin. So navigating that, but those men are also on the dating apps. So I met someone there. We talked for a while, and then I think we just realized our values are not aligning. I met a lot of people that are looking for hookups, but somehow they're writing their long-term relationship.
Of course.
I mean, I met men there that accused me, of, I don't know, a guy told me there that I have male energy. But anyway, I don't know.
When you're a boss lady, they will always.
I know. Something. So I just wasn't meeting the correct person.
The right person.
I mean, I met like one or two people that I still speak with today, but they're more of friends. I think we just decided, like, let's kill this shit. Like,
I know.
I don't know whether we're allowed to curse here.
We can curse. I mean, sometimes you remember those feelings, you're like...
No, they've become good friends. Awesome. But it's more of an acquaintance level. So, and then I think also the thing about dating in Berlin, people don't usually view Berlin as a city that they're coming to stay in forever. So I think that plays, because a lot of people feel just unstable. They're like, I feel like I'm going to be here for 5 years and then maybe go back home or go to London or the US or Canada. So there's that too. Where people are not very stable. And then, because at some point, I feel like I didn't really like Germany. Like, I lived 1 foot in, 1 foot out, where I knew like, I'm even surprised I've lasted this long. I'm shocked.
Okay.
But so there's a lot of that in dating. Even the people that I was talking with, they were like, they just don't feel connected to this city. And they want to move elsewhere. But Berlin is great if you want hookups and sex. Available. Welcome to Berlin. But if you're looking for long-term love,
not your place. I feel like the sexual openness in Berlin. Like Berlin is a sin city for sex. Like everything flies in Berlin, literally. I've also done anything and everything that I've wanted in this city. But funny enough, I also found love in Berlin. For me, I really, really can say that was my true love. But also, it's Berlin. True love does not exist in Berlin, so it has to somehow end for the real things of Berlin to exist.
I know. So it's just been a journey. So are you asking me whether there is someone permanent now?
That was the question. Now, this journey, has it come to an end, or is it on a pause, or is the gas finished for now?
I think it's reached a point where I just shut down all the dating apps. I was like, what even is this? Because I feel like if I wanna decide like this Wednesday, I wanna dress up, go to a fancy restaurant for a date, I feel like I can get that. But somehow things never progress beyond like just the superficial level. So I just shut down and I was like, let me take a back seat. And then in that space of like shutting down the dating apps, I think I met some people organically. Where you meet someone at church or meet someone in the street or someone at work. But there's also always conflict. Like you meet someone, like everything about you guys is so synchronized. But they're Buddhist or they don't believe in God. Like the one thing that's wrong is like so wrong. You're just like,
it's a deal breaker.
I mean, you can be friends, but I mean, as a life partner,
I don't see it.
I feel like there are those major things that have to align. So there's that. I met some people. But for now, I'm now back to the dating apps. So we now have late last year, I think September, October, I booted back my profile, So I started talking to some people, but I can't say that there's like a permanent person. It's more of
still
talking,
getting to
like,
know each
let's
other.
see where this is going. Kind of thing.
Awesome.
But
then with that, I wish you all the best.
In
Berlin. But also, let me tell you, I have friends that things have worked in this Berlin. I just feel like maybe maybe then was not the right time, and maybe now, even for you, maybe you might have had a very good prospect, but you missed it because of one thing or another. But now, when your mind is aligned, I want to get a husband. And you're praying for it, and you're actually asking for what you exactly want. I feel like it won't take long, and you find your person out there.
Because I think sometimes like our standards are warped. Or sometimes you can like how do I call it? Like you can kill a relationship yourself without things in you without knowing.
Exactly.
So I mean, when I look back, I can see a little bit of that. I was like, okay, maybe that was more of me.
Exactly.
Not even the guy. So I think you have to like sort of come to that place where you humble yourself and you accept that like you need to work on your inner self to have like a healthy relationship.
And it's not easy. I mean, for me, for dating, I usually don't have any stories for dating, because I've dated only one guy since I came, and we met as soon as I had Tinder. So that time my heartbreak was very bad, because I was like, what the hell do you think you are? You've been my life.
I know.
You have to come back to me, Give me my life
can
back.
Imagine.
But I'm also the way you said, some things I contributed a lot to our diminish. And also culture plays a very big role, because I was dating a white guy. And now that I'm outside, when you look, is it called retrospectively? You're like, I was gangster. But I'm also in a space to know what I want next.
Okay.
Like,
that's good.
And the red flags that I ignored, and also I will tell them the red flags from me not to ignore. If I show you this, run,
run. I know.
But dating in Berlin, generally speaking, from very many stories, it's not the easiest thing to do in Berlin.
No, it's not the easiest. People here have like they say like a commitment,
problem.
Like virus.
I can agree. Because
yeah. And just to ask you, are you dating black or white, or do you have a preference?
So that is
I
what
feel
I
like
also,
that one plays also a huge, because a part of me feels like if I wanted a white dude, I feel like it would have happened.
Yeah, maybe that's what you feel, but the reality could challenge you. No, I have dated white for quite a long time, and it's just preference. Doesn't mean like I've also dated. This was my first real relationship. In my relationship story, I was never serious with anyone. Maybe I was Berlin in Nairobi. Like I had commitment issues.
Yeah.
And then when I see you're coming too close, I was like,
yeah.
Okay, hold up.
I know that.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
I have my sugar daddy. I was like, So when I came here, I had never had a stable relationship. So I was craving also something stable. But also from my previous partner, when we met, I was like, you know what? I'm looking for friends with benefits. I'm an au pair. And on the weekend, I have time. And, we started like that for 8 months. And then I fell in love with him because we became sort of friends and I could talk to him. It became a safe space. And now we escalated it to relationship. So you see, I only tried him. And every other thing I've done here and there was with a white guy. So it's not like I have a preference. Right now, I'm in a talking stage with also a black guy. If he hears me saying talking stage, he'll be like, what? You know my guy?
They're always in a relationship with you, you know?
I know. He's gonna text, okay, I listened to that podcast, but that part you mentioned, we are not talking, you is mine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I feel like it's not like I had that time. It's only that is what I wanted, and this time I stopped closing that door, saying that I just want to date white guys because I mean a man is still a man, whether green or yellow. And now I'm in talking stages.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I have a boyfriend who's Kenyan.
I know. So was it a dating app thing?
No, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be you giving us stories.
Oh, I
know. When I went back to Kenya recently, he's like my very first man, the man who took my virginity away.
Wow.
We reconnected somehow. Wow. And then we met. And then there was just a beautiful spark. And I was like, you know, I'm single. I was like, yeah, I know. I've been listening to your podcast.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, honey.
He's doing things for you.
Already, even I'm your biggest cheerleader. And then I was like, tell me what's your name on Instagram, on YouTube, what's your account? I see. And then I saw he comments everywhere, but don't go looking for him. You won't find him. He comments. Yeah. And I was so like, you know, but then it was the last stages of my stay in Kenya. So it was like he made his intentions clear, like I want to date you and I know you since you are tiny mchafu girl, because we went to the same primary school.
Wow.
We were like sort of neighbors.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Because of my problems with commitment, long distance will work for me.
Yeah.
I will be loving you from a distance, but I will come back for you. Or you will come get me where I am. So I am in a sort of relationship.
Yeah. Or that's your husband.
Hallelujah. Yeah, I also told my mom, I was like, Mom, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm sort of dating blah, blah, blah. She was like, the boy that I was beating you about. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Destiny.
Yeah, destiny. I'm telling you.
I was like, hallelujah. Yeah. So I'm in a happy
amazing.
stage.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, but it took me, the heartbreak was immense. But also one thing I loved about that experience was I realized I have the capacity to genuinely love someone. And I realized there's nothing as beautiful as genuine love.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So I'm like, you know, the way people say they will never love again. For me, I cannot wait to love like that again. It's even gonna be better because I have watched myself ruin the relationship, so I know what to do better.
And you've learned your lessons.
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like when you're talking about heartbreak, I feel like the first guy that that I met on Bumble.
Yeah.
You know, the first guy
Yeah.
that I talked to. And we used to talk a lot. We used to have these 3-4 hour calls.
Wow.
But I used to have, again, commitment issues.
Yeah.
You know, so when he killed that thing,
yeah.
I mean, we weren't like formally in a relationship.
Yeah.
But technically we were in a relationship, but we weren't. Kind of sort of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
But that broke my heart. Like, it took a while to recover. Like, I even blocked him on Instagram.
Wow.
Like,
it was bad.
It's cut deep.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah,
but
it takes a while. But you eventually move on, and the thing is, it just gets better.
Yeah,
the feeling with a new person that you also want to put in genuine efforts, it feels very beautiful, and I'm very hopeful for
love is beautiful.
So
love, come to me.
Yeah, hallelujah. I'm blessing you.
It.
Your man is on the way. He's gonna love you right.
I receive it in Jesus' name.
Amen. I'm telling you, in this podcast, when you come here, we bless you. We release blessings for you. So if I ever invite you, don't you dare say no.
I know.
Your breakthrough is here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Yeah. And now, just to before we wrap up, do you have any experiences that you feel like in Berlin? You know, I know everybody has an experience there, like, can only be me, you know? Like, I have a racist experience where I've never had such a situation. Do you have any experiences in Berlin that are like, they really took you aback? Either they were too good or either they were too bad?
I don't know whether I can like narrow down to like one specific incident.
Yeah,
but I just feel like the bureaucracy. I feel like for me, Berlin is like a mixture of good and also the ugly. So I feel like my career has gone well. You know, kind of. So I'm very grateful about that. You know, I mean, I got my education and I got a free master's scholarship. And so I think there's some good things that have happened in Berlin. Like, I learned how to invest and the things I've grown in. But I also feel like I've met such cold people here. You know, just the coldness of the people and the coldness in the city. I can't like narrow down an exact incident where I can say like this here was racism. But I think prejudice, you know, on a day-to-day, it could be a look. It could be someone anything. Just like someone riding a bicycle and just being mean, or just microaggressions.
I know.
Or going to a store or a government office and someone there is just not nice. You know. So there are those little incidents. I think that sometimes at the back of my mind I just ask myself, like, is this a place where I really want to live and raise my children? So there's a question mark because of that. I
mean, those ones don't miss. They're usually there from time to time, but somehow you get used to it. It shouldn't be like that. Actually, you shouldn't get used to such things, but because it doesn't take a day to change the system, you for your own peace, you just like, you know, you separate yourself. If it happens, you're like, Father Lord, forgive them. But if I would wish for a day that we don't have to keep up with that, because it's not healthy for us.
It isn't.
So what can you tell my viewers just before? First of all, I would like to talk to, she's a powerhouse in tech. So I'd like you to talk to girls maybe who are, you know, still scared of venturing there. And also maybe girls who are in tech and very big, but they have not expanded their wings, because I feel like in tech you can really fly away and above. Talk to girls who are in that, and generally just advise everyone. There's men also always watching me.
So for me is girls, don't be scared to join tech. And I think sometimes when we say tech, people get intimidated. They think that they have to learn how to code, or I mean, I work in tech and I don't code. You know, so there are very many other fields within tech. You know, I mean, you can be a software engineer, you can be a product manager, a data scientist. Like, there's so many aspects. So don't be scared. I mean, I think that the world is like, technology is getting into everything, literally. HR, you know, into climate change. Everything. Like, it's not gonna, like, tech is going everywhere. And it's the future of the world. So don't stay don't withhold yourself. Don't be scared. I mean, go take courses, take tech degrees. Yeah, because for me, it's what brought me here to Germany and has opened up the world for me. Yeah, so look for those opportunities and you can do it. And I'm happy that more women are now joining technology, which used to be sort of like a male domain. So I'm happy that a lot of women are venturing into it.
Yeah, I'm also very, very happy. And they have so many events too also about empowering women to enter into tech.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Supportive communities exist.
Yeah. Awesome. If you're interested in tech, in go in that direction, I really cannot help you. But in the description box, I will put Essie's Instagram. In case you have any questions, you can just slide in a DM, and I know from there, because I think it's easier when you ask your questions, because some questions are very, only a person can frame them, and only a person in tech can understand how to help them. You can put them in the comment section. I think she might see and respond. But I would also advise you just follow her on her Instagram, and then you just go inside, and I know she will be open to help you. So give us a parting shot before we end this amazing conversation.
Parting shot.
Yeah.
I don't know, just stay positive. For those of us that are immigrants, we are here for a reason. Let's just let's just enjoy the journey. And also thank you very much, Caroline, for inviting me.
You're very welcome. I'm so humbled.
There's a lot of warm energy here.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I really, really appreciate you for coming. I really appreciate you for being, gracious enough to share with us your story. And I feel like every time I speak with somebody, I also learn something, and I don't take it for granted that people, people are really mean with information out there. And I really, really appreciate you for sharing a lot, and also for allowing even people you don't know to have access to you through this platform. Thank you so much. And it's summer. Let's enjoy.
Yes, I know, right?
Now we will smile a lot. I think the positive energy is coming.
For the 3-4 months.
Yeah. And I know this is not the last time. We'll see you again and again. And we'll keep having amazing conversations. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Thank you always for engaging us, and great feedback. And from us to you, bye.